Honestly guys, this movie changed my life because now I am not going to picture God with a glorious hair just like mine, I'm going to picture God with dreadlocks. Hello my beautiful geekies, this is my review for Ben-Hur 2016. It is directed by Tim Beckman-Betov and written by Keith R. Clarke and John Ridley. It stars Jack Houston, Toby Kebbell, Rodrigo Santoro, Nazanin Boniadi, I think that's how you say it, and Morgan Freeman in dreadlocks. This movie is about a prince who gets betrayed by his own best friend who's like a brother to him and now works for the Roman Empire. He is sent into slavery and spends there 5 years rowing and rowing and rowing on a ship. After those 5 years, he comes back to get his revenge. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this movie is not horrible. The acting is great. Let's start with Jack Houston. The guy really is good. He displays and excels in the many aspects and struggles of the character throughout this movie. All the levels that need to be hit, he hits them. And so does Toby Kebbell. Toby Kebbell is this guy who for 2 years now has been better than the movies he is in. First, this piece of crap that I'm not even going to name, and now Ben-Hur. He really plays a good role in this and a good character. Honestly, this masala on this version of Ben-Hur is way more well handled than in the original version. In the original version, Masala is just an asshole, period. In this movie, you got the motivations, and he's still an asshole, don't get me wrong, you're not on his side on this movie, but you do understand, and the layers are there for the character. There are changes, of course, from the original, which I'm not here to judge. I'm just going to say to you that ones are good, others are bad, others don't make sense at all, and others kinda hurt the progression of the characters. Morgan Freeman in dreadlocks. First of all, he was good. He was fine. He didn't have that much to do for an actor of his caliber. And I will say that for the most part, he does cover up those dreadlocks with some kind of hat or something. So rest assured you'll not see a lot of them. But they are really well done, actually. Now let's talk about Jesus, played by Rodrigo Santoro. I mean, the guy as an actor doesn't do much for me. In actuality, he does nothing. What this movie doesn't do well is the subtlety of Jesus. Whenever they want to put a focus a little bit on Jesus, they do the focus on Jesus. And this movie completely shifts tone and it becomes preachy as all hell. Honestly, I'm going to compare just this little bit, this aspect of the 1959 version and this one. And I will tell you this, the beauty of the Jesus character's presence in the 1959 version of Ben-Hur is the subtlety of how he's handled. They never tell you he is Jesus. You know Jesus, you know how he looks like, you know what he does. Once you see Jesus on that movie, you know that it's Jesus. Here, they tell you it's Jesus. They tell you what Jesus does. They tell what Jesus is gonna do. They tell you what Jesus promises. Everything is about Jesus whenever he's mentioned once. One person says his name, the focus completely shifts onto Jesus. I mean, the story should be all about Ben-Hur and only Ben-Hur and the aspect that coincidentally is a contemporary of Jesus Christ. This movie is actually really well shot. I gotta congratulate the director. Although there are a few technical aspects here and there and some aesthetic aspects that I did not understand why they were needed or shown up in this movie, but he directed the movie all in all really well. He does know how to work very well with actors. The scenery all looks great. All the scenes are well shot. My favorite sequences in this movie were the ship sequence and the chariot race. And honestly, that's the most important part of this movie, and they pulled that off really well. I'm going to come back now to Morgan Freeman because his character is all wrong. I did not like his character and his mere existence. Every single aspect, every single detail of his character and his role is convenient, and that's all it is. Once Morgan Freeman shows up in this movie and his purpose and what he has to do and how he handles with Ben-Hur and what he does for Ben-Hur and what Ben-Hur does for him, it is the most convenient, lazy script writing I have ever seen. I don't want to compare the movies again. Let me just say that in the original 1959 version of Ben-Hur, what brings Ben-Hur back to Jerusalem is logic, is reason for revenge. Right here in this movie, when he goes back to Jerusalem, it is stupid. There is amazing sound design in this movie. All the actors are great. There are very, very bad flaws in character and in the progression of the story. But I have to say, I was really entertained. I'm sure you guys heard about people bitching about the ending. And you know what? They are right. This movie, the ending, wow. This is not a spoiler, but a pop song starts playing at the end. Yep. This movie, Ben-Hur, right here. A pop song starts playing at the end. It has good entertainment, it is well shot, it has a lot of problems in its preachiness, in the way it handles characters, in the way it flows in the story. And again, Morgan Freeman, convenient man. That's his superhero name right now. This movie is hard to qualify for me. It's found between a C+ and the I don't give a damn, but I was entertained, and even though I think it might be unfair, I am going to give Ben-Hur 2016 a C+. Because I don't have nothing in between. What did you think of Ben-Hur? Have you seen it? Have you not? Have you seen the 1959 version? I know it's 3 hours and 45 minutes, but please watch it if you have the chance. It is a really, really good one. Thank you to all of you who voted for the Q&A coming this month, and the winner is Magnificent 7. Thank you so much once again. I'll leave the hashtag for you to start leaving your questions in the comments below. It's just hashtag Mag7Q&A. Just leave your questions about anything. Get weird, get personal, get geeky, get musical. Anything you want to ask me, ask me. I am completely at home with you guys. I want you to be completely at home with me. And if you are new to this channel and enjoyed this review and enjoy being geeky, come join us by clicking subscribe and join the beautiful geeky community where you can be geeky united! Tomorrow I'll have my review for Imperium, but in the meantime you can stalk me on the internet and know what I am up to all the time by going to my Facebook, my vlog channel, my Instagram and my Pop Price Guide page. I will probably have a very special video for you on Sunday. Thank you so much for watching once more. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Cheers!